Hi, this is Marcel of Marcel on Tech, and today we are talking about what I feel are some of the best wireless earbuds that you can buy right now. Today we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 2, which are at the very best time to buy because they're not newly released, and now the prices are starting to drop. And even if you consider buying them secondhand, you can get them at even cheaper than the retail. Normally selling for over 200 euros, but you can definitely get hold of them for just over 100 if you're in the right place at the right time. Let's talk about why I think you should get these fantastic earbuds. Let's get into it. Okay, so if you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I'm starting to move both into mobile phone technology as well as true wireless earbuds. And if you want to check some of my other videos out, make sure you click a link either above or below to check out some of my other reviews. But these I've been testing for the last month now, and these are the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 2. And I have been really impressed, really impressed. So I'm going to pop these on whilst we do this. Now, they are very small. We'll do a little walk around and just show you what they look like. But basically the box is super duper compact, really well put together, very well constructed as well. You've got USB Type-C on the reverse. You've got wireless charging on the underside. And of course, you've got a little indicator light as well. So this tells you obviously when it's charging and when it's fully charged. And then when you open the box, you've also got a light on the indicator side there as well. You've got sound by AKG, and you've got a little satisfying snap sound. Love that sound. And that tells me obviously that it's snapped closed. It's a little bit magnetized as well. And this box is going to protect your earbuds really well. So it's not going to be a problem. It's going to work really well. And it fits very comfortably in the pocket. I have been using the Nothing Earbuds 2. Sorry, Nothing Ear 2. The full review is going to be coming of this very soon. But the box is one of the weaknesses of these devices. But these earbuds are very compact, really tidy. I've obviously got the lavender color here, which I think is actually a very nice color, to be honest. It comes in white and it comes in black, but I think these stand out quite well. But what is it all about? Well, it's all about how they fit and how they sound. So I'm going to pop them in. And I'll tell you what has really stood out to me. What's really stood out is that they don't stick out the ears too much. So I've been testing out the Sony MX4s. I've been testing out some of the Liberty Pros as well. And they are really good earphones, but because they are really focused on powerful, punchy sound, they tend to be very big and they have oversized drivers. I was very surprised by the size of these and the quality of sound that comes from them, because somehow Samsung have managed to make a device that fits in your ear almost flush, and you can actually get very good bass from it, really good bass. And I enjoy quite strong bass in my music. I listen to a variety of different music ranging from relaxing to meditation to a little bit of EDM to maybe hip hop, maybe pop, some rock sometimes as well. So there's a big variety of sound, and I can tweak all of that within the app of the wearable apps, both on your phone. Now, of course, I am a Samsung fan, so I have the Samsung Note 10 Plus, which is still one of the best phones available, despite it being 4 years old. And it syncs absolutely seamlessly. So it works every time. There are slightly additional features, but it will sync with any Android that you put it with. It'll even pair with an Apple as well. But there are some features that are just slightly stronger using the Samsung, and the connection is always really strong. I haven't had any disconnect, and even when I've switched between certain Bluetooth devices, it's worked really well to drop and then pick back up again. So the connection has always been very strong. The other thing that I found quite interesting about using a Samsung device with any other, because I did pair it with various different phones and devices, was the volume. The volume is actually much higher on any Samsung device than it is with another Android, which is quite bizarre. I found that I could never get it beyond 80% on the Samsung because it would just be too loud. Whereas on other devices, sometimes I was spending most of my time in 80% or above because it just wasn't that loud. Interesting observation. I don't know if that's something that they do on purpose, but it's definitely not a limiting factor for you. So what are the other key features of these earbuds? Aside from the fantastic sound, which you're definitely going to enjoy, very low latency. Latency means that the time frame between the sound coming from the device into the ear, such as when you're watching media or gaming, I found has been excellent. Now, it's not going to be top level spec for gaming because most gamers expect instantaneous or very low latency in order to have that immersiveness in it. But I found that I can watch YouTube, I can watch Netflix, Disney Plus, all of those without any time delay whatsoever, and it syncs up very, very well with the speech. Because otherwise, you may have experienced that before. If you're just not connected correctly, it's all out of time in terms of the sound in your ear and obviously what they're saying on the screen, which is super annoying. But these have been perfect every time. So I've been really, really happy. Then the next reason to get these is because of the noise cancellation. So I've just come back from holiday. I was very lucky to go abroad, had a great time in Eastern Europe. And on the plane, I thought this would be a fantastic opportunity to test out the noise cancelling and then also to get a feel for what it's like to watch something whilst on a very ambiently noisy place. And these blew my mind. When you switch between ambient sound and then noise cancellation, it's very, very easy. It's just a case of pressing and holding on one side. And now I've just activated the noise cancellation. Then I press and hold again, and it will then allow pass through. So it will actively pass the sound through, or you can switch it off altogether. When I was on the plane, when I switched from off or pass through, it was very noisy. There was a lot of ambient sound, and I could just about hear what was going on the screen if I was watching something. I could hear it, but it was like I didn't have earphones on, and it was kind of struggling. As soon as I put the noise cancelling on, every other sound got drowned out, and the sound was absolutely fantastic. I was really impressed. It made the whole experience much more immersive and much more relaxing because obviously anyone who's been on a plane knows it's very noisy. And if you can have that noise cancellation, it really is tremendous. I was absolutely blown away by how comfortable they felt and then how much of the sound cancellation it could do as well, in addition to blasting sound into my ear from the show or music that I was listening to. So really impressive. Definitely, it's a toss-up as the best earbuds at the moment that you can buy at a very good price between the Sony MX4s and these. The Sony MX4s are going to be more expensive, even if you can try and get hold of those in sale or on, because the MX5s are out now. If you can get those on sale or second hand, they're still going to be slightly more expensive than these fantastic Samsung earbuds. So I would really, really recommend these, especially if you can get them on offer or if you can get them close to the €100 mark. They are absolutely brilliant and you will not regret. Now, the final thing to talk about is the battery life. Is the battery life any good? Simple answer is yes. You are going to get plenty of time on here. I'll put the specs in the description. Obviously, real world situations are going to vary. It does depend on how much you have the noise cancelling on. It does depend what kind of music you're listening to, whether you've pushed up certain things. So I find that the time frames are almost irrelevant because each person is going to use these very differently. But you're definitely going to get a whole day of using these. And more importantly, the comfort in the ear has been impressive. I've got very weird ears. One ear is slightly smaller than the other, the ear gap. And so I find that one ear, almost always something falls out when I'm wearing earbuds of some description. But with these, I found them comfortable. They've stayed in my ear. And of course, when you're trying to push it in, sometimes you get some accidental presses. But the touch sensitivities for skipping tracks or using the Google Assistant, etc., or whatever it is that you want to use, whether it be Bixby or Google Assist, has been absolutely brilliant. Once you learn the controls, and obviously they're fully programmable, then it is really, really handy. And having obviously Google in your ears is another useful tool that really does make these things extremely good value for money if you can get them as close to the €100 mark. I will put links in the description below. I would highly recommend these in whatever color you prefer. These are some of the best value products you can get from Samsung that are great value for money, but also really, really good at what they do. So you can't lose. Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. If you own a pair, please put a comment below. If you've got any questions about these, do let me know. Again, put a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you like the True Wireless Earbud content, do let me know as well, because I will do more if my lovely audience like it. And of course, please like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. We're still growing, but would really love to hear how we can improve. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye-bye for now.